Hello everyone, I am back with another recipe. This is my crock pot, can you see it? Crock pot savory herb chicken seasoning mix. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my own little spin to it. Can you see it? Okay, I think you can. First, I got a whole chicken. I'm going to cut my chicken up. And of course, I'm gonna brown it just a little bit before I put it in the crock pot. So, here. Hopefully it won't take me too long to cook this chicken up. And you notice now when we have chickens now, a lot of time you see a lot of fat on the chicken. Years ago it wasn't like that. A lot of the weight is fat. You just got to be careful, especially if you're on a low-fat diet. The skin is not good for you. But, you know, you can eat the way you want to eat. But just thought I would just throw that out there. Okay, we'll continue cutting. And you don't have to cut your chicken up the way I'm cutting mine. Cut it any kind of way you all. It doesn't matter. I always say do what's best for you. Cut it the way you want to cut it. Like some of this skin here, I'm going to get rid of some of that. I'm not going to use all of that skin. I already done rinsed this chicken and everything. That's a thigh. Believe it or not, the skin there is so easy, it just slips off the chicken. And what I'm going to do, I have like 2 tablespoons of oil in my frying pan. I'm going to turn my frying pan on in just a few minutes. And I'm going to just brown this chicken just enough. Just so you won't see a lot of blood coming out of the chicken before I put it in the crock pot. That way you don't want to stay closed over. Just good enough for that. Here, like I said, I got a lot of... It was a pretty big chicken. Man, it's big because it has a lot of fat on it. It's pretty big. Look at that big breast. Look up there. Pretty big. You don't have to cut it in a bowl, you all. If you're used to cutting it on a cutting board, you can. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do. Okay. This breast is so big. Look at this big breast. Oh my God. It is really big. It is really, really big. Oh my goodness. You know, a piece of chicken like this would be good on a Popeye sandwich. Just a thought. Okay. Turn this frying pan on. Okay. And brown this chicken a little bit without oh, that's a big piece of chicken. I'm going to cut this one again. This breast is so big, so I'm going to cut it again. With my oil. Like I said, what I have here is canola oil. But you can use vegetable oil, you can use whatever kind of oil you want to use. Doesn't matter. Just oil. Like I said, I did remove some of this skin, but I'm not going to take all of my skin off my chicken. Okay, frying pan getting ready here. Cooking here. Brown it just a little bit here. And what I have also when I'm cooking chicken, I always have me a sink of bleach water, because I use bleach water. So I always have me a sink of bleach water sitting around, always. This is just water with a little Clorox in it. I know Clorox is about hard to find there. But yeah, the frying pan is getting big, getting ready. Look, I have a big frying pan. But I always have me some bleach water, which is a good thing. And I'm not going to put any kind of salt, pepper, anything like that on my chicken, you all, because really with the seasoning mix, normally it's to me, it is enough salt and pepper. You don't have to even worry about it. Enough salt anyway, put it that way. You might hear a little sizzling over here. Like I said, this was a fat chicken. And that's what I like. Because, you know, I hate to go through to a drive-through anywhere and I order chicken. And then when I look in my box, I have that little chicken. Oh, I get mad. I like to have a good sized piece of chicken. Really good size. I'm saying to myself, I paid, what, about $7 for this? So I could have bought this myself and had, for this price, I could have bought a whole chicken and had even more chicken. Yeah, I think this chicken cost me, what, about $6 and something. But look how big it is. Look how big it is. And if you want to, you don't have to cut up a chicken, you all. You can just buy chicken parts. It's up to you. Just buy chicken parts. Like so, I'm gonna get rid of some of that skin. I do have some skin in here, but some of it I'm not gonna. Don't want all of that either. But I do have some skin in here. Okay, that's what's left of that. I'm going to get my fork. Also, I'm going to get some of this chicken stuff off my hands. Put my knife over here, too. Of course, using my bleach water. Chicken cooking over here on the stove. Okay, smelling good over here. I don't know if you see that little steam coming from the chicken. Crockpot sitting over there too. So, just trying to get this chicken going. This stuff all the way. So I clean that up. Just turn it a little bit. Like I said, I mainly don't want to see a lot of red on it. This chicken. Look at this chicken, you all. Look at this big chicken. And this is a lot of meat. I'll show you how fat that breast was. And I don't want to put a lid over it because I don't want all my juices to cook off of this chicken. But I do want to like turn it over some, get some, you know, most of this pink so it won't be bloody. Bloody chicken. Look at that fat leg. Look at it. Okay, you all, I am back. My chicken is on the stove. It's looking good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put my ingredients together here. Like I said, I'm using this savory herb chicken seasoning mix. And it says Crockpot, the original slow cooker. Just open up this pack here. Dump my mix in here. I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. Lid on that. Okay, 1 tablespoon of onion powder. Okay. Thyme here. I'm going to use a teaspoon of that. A teaspoon here. Okay. Walk down here, my teaspoon here. This is say thyme leaves. I'm using a teaspoon of that. Teaspoon of thyme leaves. Okay, you all, after I put that teaspoon of thyme in, I put a teaspoon of rosemary in, but my camera stopped. But anyway, you use a teaspoon of rosemary. And I don't have the label on the bottle, but it comes because I have one of those spinner things. So rosemary went in. Don't forget, 1 teaspoon of that. It has rosemary on the outside. Rosemary. Okay. I think where we were was putting this tablespoon of my favorite. I love this stuff. This is my Trader Joe's 21 seasoning salute. 1 tablespoon of that. I have everything all mixed in here, you all those ingredients mixed in my bowl. Hope you can see it. Might can't see it. Okay, I'm going to add chicken broth. I'm going to add my chicken broth here. Chicken broth. And probably what I'm going to do, I might probably end up with like about 3 cups of chicken broth. I'm not too sure. And the reason why I say that, you all, is because I got a big fat chicken. This is one of the fattest chicken I've had. Stir all that up real good here. And what I'm going to do, pour my chicken. But I did take 1 cup of broth and mix this here. Pour my chicken in my crock pot. Ooh, a little hot there. Pour all this into my crock pot. Woo! Okay, that wasn't smart, was it? Okay, into my crock pot. And I think you got on my arm. Look at those big pieces of chicken. Just look how big they are. And what I'm gonna do, the seasoning mix here that I got all up here looking really, really good. I'm going to pour this over my chicken. Oh, that looks good. Okay, we're gonna add some more broth here. Like I was saying, you know, chicken is so fat this time. I don't know how much I'm gonna be using here. Of course, I got a little of this grease on my arm. I'm just glad it wasn't hot. Because I had my chicken sitting for 2 or 3 minutes here. Work that out. Get all of that out of there, which is, that's it. Okay, so that's 2 cups of broth. And what I'm gonna do on the end here, I'm gonna probably thicken it up with just a little bit of cornstarch. There's 3 cups. And I'm gonna probably cook this. Let's just go ahead and make it about 4 cups. 4 cups of broth. And I'm gonna have some good old mashed potatoes and gravy with this right here too. And on the end, I'll probably take some of my gravy and thicken it up a little bit with some cornstarch. Just a little bit. I'll show you just some of the broth and just some of the broth and thicken it up. Okay? Okay, this is looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. Okay, you all, look how good that looked. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on, get this started. Okay, you all, look how good that looked. So what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and put it back into the container, and I'm gonna cook it on low for like 4 hours. Hi everybody, I am back. Look at my good chicken. Herb chicken. Don't it look good? Still cooking? Well, you know, you still see it boiling here, bubbling here. I'm gonna put some in the plate, and we're gonna eat it. Look at that good gravy. Look at that good gravy. See that good gravy? I'm gonna put some on my plate. Me a piece of chicken here. I gotta have some more of that gravy. Oh, my good old mashed potatoes. Ooh. Sit down, I'm gonna eat this. Hey you all. Just like I said, I know it's gonna be good. And it is good. My chicken is so tender. I got me some mashed potatoes here. This is really good. My savory herb chicken with all the additional spices. That's really good. Got me a little salad over here. Don't need any bread because the potatoes are bread. Look at that gravy. It's really thick in the pot. I did add some cornstarch to make my gravy a little thicker. I don't think I did just took like a cup of my gravy, put 3 tablespoons of cornstarch in it, mix it up real well, and then put it in a pot with the rest of the broth, and it thicken it up. It's not too thin, it's not too thick. Just right consistency. If you're cooking your chicken, and if you see there's grease standing on top, just take a spoon and skim the grease off before you thicken up your broth. Look at that chicken. It's so tender. This is really, really tender. Mm-hmm. That's good. I'm enjoying this. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go ahead and finish eating this here. And I'm going to talk to you all later. Mm. It is really good. Mm-hmm.